Wow. Wow. Khabib versus McGregor. Oh, man. So, oh, man, this is wild. So, it was a pretty hyped up fight. They say the biggest fight in UFC history. And they say that every time somebody big fights. But, the thing was, could Conor stop Khabib from taking him down? No. The answer is no. Okay, hell no. First round, man. First round, Khabib took him down, had him on the ground for like 2 or 3 minutes. Second round, I think Khabib caught him with a big right hand. Conor wasn't expecting that. He was just expecting him to shoot. And he caught him with a big right hand and buckled Conor. Dropped him, not dropped him, but dropped him. Khabib took him to the ground eventually. Third round, Khabib took him to the ground. Fourth round, he ended up getting him to the ground, wearing him down. Conor was getting battered the whole fight, basically. He took him to the ground, got him in the neck crank, and Conor ended up tapping out. When Conor tapped out, Khabib, he stood up and was talking shit to him. And then he took his mouthpiece out, threw his mouthpiece at the cage toward Conor's team. Like he was mad, and he felt disrespected. A lot of words being said in the pre-fight hype, pre-fight press conferences and stuff like that. This man Khabib jumped out the cage, went after one of Conor's grappling coaches. I think a guy who handles the jiu-jitsu. I forgot the dude's name. Went after him. He all up in the crowd. Then two of his mans get up in the ring. One climbs the cage. One comes through the door. And they just trying to attack Conor. Oh, man, that was some wild shit. But, Conor, I'll say this. Conor created all that. All that vitriol Khabib had in him. Conor, he created all of that. The disrespect, all the antics. But as a man, as a fighter, you can't let nobody take you to that place. Not when it's going to affect your livelihood, your money. Like Khabib fuck around, he going to get suspended. He going to get a big fine. You know what I'm saying? He going to get booed everywhere he goes from here on out. Wherever he fights in the UFC, he going to get booed. Because Conor got a huge fan base. And tonight in Vegas? Let me tell you something. Them Irish fans going fucking... Oh, man. Them Irish fans, tonight in Vegas, it's going to be chaos out that bitch. You hear me? Straight fucking chaos. That shit was wild as shit. I'm thinking they're going to suspend him maybe 6 months. Fuck around, might suspend him for a year. Because the whole time, Dominic Cruz and the other guy talking about, not Joe Rogan, maybe Joe Rogan said a little bit, but it was like it's a stain for, it's a black eye for the sport of MMA and all this shit like that. So he's definitely going to get suspended and fined. For how long, we don't know. Wow, that shit was wild. Conor talking about he made $50 million this fight. Where does Conor go from here? Because, yeah, Conor can knock you out. Conor got the left hand and all that shit like that. But if your grappling game is on point, you can beat Conor. Conor whole car has been pulled. We know what his weakness is. He ain't got no ground game. All that. I mean, of course, I'm a fight fan, boxing fan, hardcore boxing fan, hardcore fight fan. I want to see people throw them hands. I want to see people strike. But to win a fight, I'm not saying Conor is an easy fight to win, but if your ground game, if your takedown game is on point, Your takedown game on 1,000. You can beat Conor. You can beat him. And he got quit in him. He didn't quit in what, 4 fights in his career or some shit like that? He got some quit in him. All you got to do, take him into deep waters and drown his motherfucking ass. And I think Conor is very entertaining. I do. But, he got some weaknesses. So, we'll see where he goes from here. Khabib, I understand your level of frustration. I understand it, but, brother, you can't let nobody get you to that point where you just lose control. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger fish to fry. You should be looking at, being the best fighter ever. Like, can't nobody fuck with you. You're too strong. Your grappling game is too vicious. Like, you can't let this one guy who you knew you were going to beat. You knew he was going to beat this dude. Everybody knew he was going to beat this dude. I mean, I knew. I didn't see no way Conor could win this fight. They had experts talking about, well, what if Conor stops his takedowns? Nigga, he ain't. The fuck you mean? He ain't. The fuck? When has Conor ever shown that he can has great takedown defense? No, get the fuck up out of here. No. You know what I'm saying? Conor ain't that dude. You want him to be because you want this circus to keep going on, and part of me does too. But no, get the fuck up out of here. No. So, oh man, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens from here on out. I'm really waiting to see the post fight interviews. All the guys who got the channels on YouTube. I'm really ready to see what's gonna be happening in Vegas tonight because man, they gonna be turning the fuck up tonight. You hear me? They gonna be getting that shit in tonight. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and let me talk about this dude Derek Lewis right quick. This man knocked that motherfucker out with 10 seconds left in the fight. That shit was man, I fucks with dude. And I fucks with his post fight his post fight interviews. I fuck with that even harder. I fucks with dude, the Black Beast. Yeah, I'm rocking with him heavy. I fucks with him heavy. He that nigga to me. He can't fuck with Cormier. His cardio a little fucked up. He can't fuck with Daniel Cormier. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching his fights. But tonight was man, very entertaining. Very entertaining. So UFC 229. Yeah, man, it was good. And the Tony Ferguson, Anthony Pettis fight. That shit was good too. I don't think Anthony Pettis broke his fucking hand. I just think he was getting the brakes beat off his ass after landing that shot on Tony Ferguson. But I think he wanted a way out. But I mean, I don't know for sure. But I don't think he broke his hand. I just think his shit was leaking. He was looking like a fucking Halloween mask, and he wanted out. But nevertheless, great fights. And just a totally outrageous fucking ending to it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Khabib and Conor. All right, I'm out.